Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here for another Star Wars Visions. We've been watching these up to now. We're at what, Adam? Episode five?
Four.
Four. We're on season one, episode four, and The Village Bride. If you haven't seen our other videos of us watching Star Wars Visions, they're out there. There's a playlist, go check it out. There'll probably be a card. Adam will flash something up that you can engage with. Please do. It helps our engagement, as they say in the YouTube world. What else can I
It
say?
helps with all that YouTube voodoo, right? I mean, all
Yeah.
that stuff that kind of throws it out there, that magic behind the scenes, algorithm stuff. Um, so yeah, Village Bride. And I apologize if I pronounce any of these names wrong.
Why are you going to
But
try?
I am gonna try
Go
anyway.
on.
Um, I don't think I butchered him too bad last time, but we'll find out here. Directed by Hitoshi Haga, written by Takahito Onishi and Hitoshi Haga, and the animation studio is Kinema Citrus, which I
Okay.
looked at some of the things that they have done before.
hmm
Um, and Black Bullet is one of them that I know some anime fans would recognize, as well as, though the animation style is definitely different than this. One of the other things they're responsible for is an anime I really like that's about ready to have a second season next year, which is The Rising of the Shield Hero. So I am familiar a little bit with the studio's work, but this animation style that I saw in a thumbnail looks way different than that. But no, it we'll see how it ranks. We ranked the other three. Andrew, do you remember our ranking so far of 1 through 3?
Well, the first one was number one, and we had.
Which was
You're
called?
gonna make me. What's that,
Which was called?
dude? How long ago was that? No. Uh,
First one's
Hang
called
on.
The Duel.
Oh yeah. So yeah, the duel, and then ranked last was Tatooine Rhapsody with the live band and Jabba and all that, and then ranked second so far is the Twins.
Right. So we'll have to see if the Village Bride does bumps where that bumps in the list. But yeah, so far The Duel, the Twins, and then Tatooine Rhapsody is our preference order right now, at least. Um, but yeah, I think we should just go ahead and get into this and see what we like or don't like about it.
Yep, I think so. Village Bride, just by title alone, I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to say this is going to be the second best one of the four we've watched. Just by title. That's how I'm doing this.
Always the village bridesmaid, never the bride.
That's right.
That's an interesting helmet on his head. Not sure how I feel about this animation right now. I'm so far not thinking it's the best as far as animation. I think The Duel is still the best as far as animation.
Oh, sure.
Actually, I'm starting to think that Tatooine Rhapsody might have better
No,
animation.
don't go there. It's not. I can already tell. It's got a little bit more style to it. It's simple, but I don't know. I think I like it more than that. I think the issue is like the colors are just so direct. It almost feels like it was painted on a computer, if that makes sense, but like in a very obvious way, in your face way.
Well, and some of the background is, I think, a little less detailed than I normally prefer too.
Sure. I think that's a stylistic choice, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
I mean, this is the Star Wars universe. You tell me there's nothing that could have carried her up there for him. He had to do it himself.
Maybe it's just to build character. I don't know. Maybe it's a gesture.
Work on his leg muscles.
We are the sky, we are the forest, we are the river.
Now they need to start breaking out into the song "We Are the World."
I mean, the Village Bride, at first I thought, is this some sort of a ritual for marriage? And maybe it is. I don't know.
Okay, just like this. We're making a path for the fish.
Will this one work? Try putting that one over there. Okay.
Whoa.
And the landscape starts toppling.
It almost has like a
There's-
little bit of a Miyazaki Studio Ghibli sort of feel to it, like out in the wilderness like this. Not talking
Yeah,
about in terms of the animation, just the thematically.
All I know is their path for the fish just got ruined. I'm just saying.
The sun's rising. It has been since a long time before we were born. And it will keep on setting too, I suppose. Long after we're gone.
That's generally how it works, right?
Right. That's actually what you want to happen. Is
That wasn't
it
a
will keep
profound
going.
state. Okay, I need to stop. Then again, I don't know what planet or universe you're in. Maybe it's not. You can't just take that for granted.
So they got a droid to serve food at least.
The Separatists left their battle droids behind, but the raiders found them and reprogrammed them all.
Land is on our side! I've already made my decision, sister. Please understand.
She doesn't understand.
What kind of wedding is full of mourning?
I mean, it's an interesting plot line. You basically have to provide a sacrifice in order to maintain your way of living, I suppose.
I have a bad feeling about this.
There's the line.
They cannot help themselves.
They have
What do you
to.
think would happen if they were?
There are
wonder
other
if it's
lines.
contractually
This
in there.
universe.
Put my village at risk. If I go, I'll...
Come on, go consummate that marriage now.
I can't decide if this is starting to ask more questions than it can possibly answer in the amount of time it has, or if this is going to actually all come together. All right. So she's making her decision.
Please, no! No one will try to resist
Mm.
me anymore!
No exceptions, I'm afraid.
Saw that one coming. That seems to be a thing they really like doing ever since episode 7.
Who are you?
Yeah, ever since they introduced that, it really seems like it adds to sort of the sandbox.
By casting a stone, and may the force be with you.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Shoot them! Kill them all!
So the Padawan is now sort of a master of her own decisions and destiny.
Right.
I want to put that helmet on. I mean, what's the... There you go. Oh, or not. Oh.
So distraction?
I am a Jedi.
Ooh, I like that blade.
I had to give it a good Japanese flair to it.
Love those heels, man. They really love the heels on these character designs.
Yep.
That's what, 3 different things now? Episodes we've seen with heels? Fade to black? We do. Oh, okay.
Nope, got a little bit more. They got to do some sort of wrap up of a thank you. You know, it's that old trope: oppressed village. You know, strangers in town. Strangers save the oppressed village.
Very, very popular trope.
Yeah, Mandalorian did it in the first season.
Mandalorian did a lot of what we're seeing in these, and that's not a knock on this show. I'm just saying they know the lane to stay in some regards, although they are branching out in a number of ways in other areas. I'll give them credit for that.
Right.
I want to say that, first of all, I don't think I was wrong. I think that was my second favorite, not by a landslide. It's not like we had much to work with here and much competition, but I definitely think I liked it more than the twins. I don't know about you.
No, I think I prefer the twins. I think I liked, though the droid needing a helmet in the twins threw me for a loop. I think I enjoyed that one a little bit more. Just overall, I think this trope was a little bit too common for me, so I think that's I think that's what kind of took away. I think it built for so long, and then kind of climaxed a little too quickly for me. So
innuendo,
I think
joke aside, I want to say that I understand exactly what you're saying. I'm not saying that this is the most novel episode or idea or concept in the world of Star Wars or whatever. But I felt like the twins was the same for me. There was nothing about it really that caught me totally off guard, and I kind of saw a lot of that coming as well. So it was kind of one of those things where which one do I prefer? Well, in this case, I feel like thematically I enjoyed what I was working with this particular episode more than the twins. I don't know that I ever went away. I think I even mentioned it when we watched the twins. I don't know that I ever walked away with it from it going like, yeah, like that there was a clear message or something that I can walk away with from this. It was a fun experience, but beyond that, I didn't get much out of it. Whereas this, there's a little bit more edge to it in terms of, I don't know. I felt more fulfilled from this one compared to that. And it's, again, not by a landslide.
I felt the twins connected to the Star Wars universe better than this did. Other than the very end, there wasn't enough to connect me to the Star Wars universe, I think, in this one. I think that's where I was having some struggling problems with, where the twins, you had the kind of connected Star Destroyers, you had, the Sith children being raised, which was, twins kind of playing a little bit on, I think a little bit with the Luke and Leia. I felt like the action was better also. I'm pretty sure no matter how good those heels are, if he's got a blaster pointed in the girl's back and they're that close, I don't think the arm is going to get cut off faster than he pulls the trigger. Just saying.
You played your hand already and you've lost. You already admitted it. The robot wearing a helmet in space was a greater transgression than anything you just mentioned. I'm just saying. Okay.
We have our preference. We have now deviated on our preferences.
We now have a variant in our midst.
I do think I prefer this over Tatooine Rhapsody.
Absolutely.
But I think I prefer the twins over this one.
Gonna disagree. So here we go. You get a list on one side, I get a list on another. This is number 2 for me. And again, something could easily take its place. It's not a hill I'm willing to die on, but
yeah, I mean, you're welcome to your opinion and you're welcome to be wrong. It's fine.
And I thank you. And I thank you for that. All right. So we got another one going. Let's get it. We're moving on. We're going to watch the next one. Be sure to check that out. And if you're not being recommended it, if you're not seeing a title, a card right now saying that it's what's coming up, then we haven't published it yet, but it's coming.
Until next time, this is Adam and Andrew with It Takes Two Takes.